feel joined to Christians from around the world because I am in the most holy place on earth.
I think this has changed my life. Time will tell, but for sure right now.
A life-changing experience, one that I would recommend, and one that I hope to be able to do again.
I'm here visiting the Holy Land, and I met a relative at one of the shops, and I'm happy to be here, back again, and I hope I will be back with my husband.
So here we are at the tomb of Jesus. We started with Mass in the Holy Sepulchre. I feel called to renew my promise, my baptismal promises, to forever be true to Jesus because of everything that He's done for me.
We just carried Jesus' cross and walked through the stations.
Overwhelming as far as the recognizing the pain, the suffering, and not just Jesus went through, but his poor mother. I kept thinking about her. I kept thinking about Mary and what it's like to watch your child suffer so horribly and not be able to do one thing about it.
It made me realize how little any of my suffering is compared to what Jesus went through. That how I was getting tired and I was getting thirsty, and we just walked a small part of his journey.
We are standing in front of the Garden of Gethsemane. This pilgrimage has been a lifelong dream for me, and I have been absolutely touched by everything that I've seen. I was so moved that I was shaking and tearing and just crying from the experience. It moved me so much, so powerful.
We're at the Dead Sea, just one of the many stops that we've made on this pilgrimage, and I'd have to say that this has been an amazing experience walking in the footsteps of Jesus and reliving the New Testament. Well, there were two. At the very beginning of the trip, we started out at the Basilica of the Annunciation, and I just had a tremendous connection to the Virgin Mary being there and saying yes to Jesus, and that's what I'm going to try to do the rest of my life. It's indescribable, and you have to actually be here in order to feel that. You can't describe it. When I say the Rosary, I imagine those places. I've been there, and like I said before, the experience is just indescribable. I would recommend it to anybody. So if you're Catholic, you should come on this pilgrimage.
We are in Jerusalem at the church where Peter denied Jesus and where Jesus was brought over and kept in the dungeon. In my heart, I take my experience at the Via Dolorosa was the most moving, and we walk at the Via Dolorosa carrying the cross, and that put me in perspective that whatever happens in my life, whatever my cross is nothing compared to what Jesus did for us. And my cross now, when I go home, is going to be much lighter. And I think I've been blessed, and I received a lot of blessings in this trip.
We're on Mount Tabor, where we just had Mass of the Transfiguration. It was a beautiful sermon where we were right here on this mountain, and we look out and we see the beautiful things that Jesus saw with James and John and Andrew. Peter, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. And we really had a wonderful time here to see and take in the same thing that they took in that same day on this very mountain. On the day of my daughter's 34th birthday, we're excited to be here and so happy.